Hey everybody, Tim Norris here, aka GreyElephant.
And Carmen Norris.
And welcome to a live play review by GreyElephant Gaming. What are we playing today?
Today we're playing the Builder's Antiquity.
Yeah, the first time we had the Builder's Middle Ages, now we have the Builder's Antiquity, which I guess is short for Egyptian.
Sphinx.
Yeah, first time we were building, like chapels and stuff, and now we're building sphinxes.
It's kind of more exciting to build pyramids and things like that.
How do you plural sphinx?
Sphinxes.
It's not sphinxers, right? So we are going to give you guys a demonstration on how this game plays out in real time. And then after the game, we are going to come back here and we're going to give you our opinion of what we think of the Builder's Antiquity. Alright, so we got the game all set up here. Both of us will start with an apprentice worker. And if you notice, the workers have 4 different categories that they specialize in. This is like masonry, I think this is like carpentry, engineering, and then art or painting. If they have like a if they have like a colored block underneath one of those symbols, then that means that they specialize in that, which means like this apprentice here, he specializes one in carpentry and one in painting. And then Carmen has a different one, and if you notice, her character specializes one in masonry and one in painting. So that's the only difference, is we both specialize in painting. Now we can get other workers, and if you notice, these are a little bit more skilled workers. We have a craftsman. Well, they're all craftsmen. We have a laborer. So like the apprentice is like the weakest, then it goes to labor, then it goes to craftsman, and then the best one would be a master. But here's the thing, the more educated, the more skilled they are, the more expensive they are to put to work. What does that mean? Well, we have buildings here that we can take and we can place them in front of us. And if you notice, like for instance, let's take a look at this. What is this? This is the urban house. This one says it needs 2 on masonry, 2 on carpentry, 2 on engineering, and nothing on painting because we don't paint our urban houses. Do they have like all plain houses, I guess, in Egypt?
I guess.
Yeah, they're boring. I mean, I thought that they would paint them up all fancy, but I guess not.
Well, the town hall gets the fancy paint.
Right,
the urban house is not.
You cannot out-fancy the town hall. I guess that's the... So basically what we would do is we could take one of these, we could put it in front of us, and then we could put workers and start assigning them to them. And if you notice then, as we start filling up the needs of that location or building, and once we complete the needs of it, then we get to flip it over and we can say, oh, look, we completed it. And then we reap the rewards. And in this case, this would be 10 money and 3 victory points.
But when you put the worker up here,
you have to pay for them. That's it. And that's what Carmen was just about to get. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. You was going to explain that. Do you want to go ahead and explain that?
You actually have to pay the amount that is here with the red arrow. So the apprentice is the cheapest worker in that he only costs 2 coins each time you put him to work. Now, there is actually up here a prisoner, and he costs 7 coins. But this little red line above the arrow shows you only pay that when you obtain him, and then each time you put him to work, it is for no cost. Right,
so he can go to work for free, but he's a prisoner, and at the end of the game, if he's still a prisoner, he'll be -1 point. But I'll get to them in just a second up there. Now, the deal is that you can assign as many workers to the building as you want. You just want to complete all that. And if you notice, yes, the apprentice is 2. It'll work up, so the laborer's 3, the craftsman's 4, the master cost 5. So, and you want to be smart about how you do that because, you're going to be getting money in return, but let's face it, if you're spending more than what the value is you're getting in return, then you're kind of losing money on that deal, right? So what we can do, we have 3 different actions we can take. One action is that we can start construction. Start construction means that basically is that we have this card in front of us and we're going to assign a worker to it. I'm sorry. Yes, that is correct. It'd be that we are going to start construction, so we basically are going to have this card here in front of us.
Just put it in
basically,
front of you.
You just put it in front of you. That's the action, is that I'm taking this and I'm putting it in front of me. That is an action, okay? And we can do that 3 times if we want, because we have 3 different actions on our turn. Another action is we could recruit a worker. So start construction would be I'm taking this. Recruit a worker means I'm taking this worker and I'm putting him down here in my worker pool. Now he's not working yet. He's just in my worker pool. All right. The other thing I can do is I can make an investment. That's what these 4 cards up here are for. All right. Make an investment means, and I can only do this once per turn. I cannot do this anymore now. Starting a job or taking workers, I can do that all 3 times if I want. Up here, I can only do this once. What we have here is we have school. So what I can do is I can educate my workers. So let's say if I wanted to, I could send my apprentice to school. And now look, it cost me 7 coins one time. And now look, he is a 3 in masonry, 1 in carpentry, 1 in painting, and he still is only ever going to cost me 2 to put him to work because I paid that 7 cost one time. You are not allowed to continue to send them to school, okay? Once you send them to school once, that's it. And then there's basically a school for each one of the 4 schools, all right? I could take out a loan. What this means is that I can take this card, I can gain 10 coins from the bank. If I do not pay 15 coins back, I will lose 2 victory points at the end of the game. I can take a simple tool. There's 1 tool for each one of the trades, and if you notice, they'll just add 1 value. Now, the way that these work, though, is that you can have a worker up there, and you can assign a tool to that worker. So basically, the apprentice has a mallet.
It's when you actually put the apprentice up there that you assign the tool at the same time.
Yeah, and the one thing that you need to keep in mind is you cannot assign a tool or send a prisoner to school. So you cannot give him a tool, nor can you send him to school to educate him. But what you can do is spend an action, and you can free that prisoner. Once he's freed, you've noticed he will not penalize you for, having him in front of you. See, that's a -1 victory point at the end of the game. That goes away, but now look, he is costing you to have to put to work. He's 4 money, so you have to keep that in mind. So basically, this slave really needs to pay himself off before, in my opinion, before you would want to try to free him. Ooh, I said slave, didn't I? I knew I was going to do that, and the reason is because when Carmen and I remember playing this at Gen Con, and these were slaves. They were not prisoners, and I knew I'd make that mistake as we're playing this game. Okay, so let's see. We have to determine who is going to go first. So I have these 2 coins, and Carmen always, for some reason.
I'm the gold.
Close your eyes. We'll make you the gold. All right. Pick one out.
Where's your hand? I can't find it.
I think you peeked. Okay, so Carmen's going to think about her 3 actions, and then we'll be right back.
Okay, for the beginning of the game, I have nothing in front of me, so I'm going to have to start something. And I think
You don't have to start something. You could just not do nothing.
I could just do nothing and lose the game. I want that big, expensive one right there on the end.
I knew you would. That's the toughest
That's
one.
awesome. I'm going to get 17 coins and 7 victory points if I finish this.
Well, you will finish it at some point,
look at
sure.
That's really difficult.
It's really difficult.
So, in order to get started on this, I better grab some workers. So, I am going to grab
That's already finished, ain't it?
this guy, this craftsman here, because he's got a lot of masonry there, which I always want to call that gold, because the color of the brick or the stone or whatever, I don't know. What did you put out? What's new?
An architect's table. Now, that's one thing we didn't cover, is that these work just like tools, but what you have to do is you have to complete it. So this is saying it needs 1 engineering and 2 paint. It's going to be worth 2 victory points at the end of the game, but when you flip it, it's going to give you 3 on carpentry for the rest of the game. And what you can do is just assign that to a work site and just say, hey, now it's worth, and it doesn't cost you any money. So these are really good.
Okay. Well, I am looking at this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is going to require 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
So for my 3rd action, I'm going to go up here. I'm going to get this mallet because it's going to give me another.
That would cost you 2 money then.
I have to pay for that. So here's my 2 coins, and that is 3 actions.
And one thing I forgot to cover is that when Carmen does assign workers up to here, that does count as one of her 3 actions. So if she puts a work up there, that counts as 1 action. And on your same turn, if you try to assign a 2nd worker, then you actually, it costs you an additional action. So 1 worker you can assign, and it costs 1 action. Put a 2nd worker up there in the exact same turn, and now it's going to cost you 2 actions to be able to get him up there. And if you wanted to put a 3rd worker in the same turn, it would cost you 6 actions to be able to do that. So, and 6 actions, how does that work? Well, you can pay 5 money to buy additional actions on your turn if you wish. The other thing I forgot to cover is that you can trade in actions for money. You could trade in 1 action for 1 money, 2 actions for 3 money, and all 3 of your actions for 6 money. So now I think I've covered everything. I don't know. I'm going to give this a shot. I didn't do it in our last few games. I'm going to do it this time. I'm going to grab this architect's table. The reason is because I'll complete that. It will give me 2 victory points, but it's also going to give me that ability to have 3 architect points, or engineering, however you want to put it, that I can use for buildings in the future. That will now allow this to come down. And I'm going to also take this saw. And we'll see if this works or not. I don't know. I mean, it could very well just blow up in my face. I've got 1 action left, and see, the thing that worries me is I don't want to get too carried away, and I don't want to spend everything and then not have any money or anything left over. So you got to kind of be careful about how you do this, and you end up having to spend a whole turn just doing nothing but trying to get money back. And I would like to try to complete one of these, but unfortunately my apprentice just does not really fit the bill to do either one of these. I mean, it's a real shame, and completing them's not going to give me money. So I'm going to have to find something, or somehow I'm going to have to find somebody that can try to fit the bill, that's going to help me to try to complete these cheaply so that I'm not spending a lot of money. And the sad part is there's really just not a lot of people out here that are going to help me very much with that. I think what I will do, though, is I probably will just grab one of these craftsmen, because they're kind of like, you know, what is that, a...
Jack of all trades.
Jack of all trade, master of none, I guess. And that would be all 3 of my actions.
Okay, well, looking at this, it's going to be a long time before I make this money.
Oh, yeah.
I think I need to build something else in the meantime.
You think so?
So I'm going to grab the urban house.
Yeah, that's kind of an
And
easy
that's
one,
one
really.
action right there.
All right, put the new one out.
And then I am going to buy a prisoner.
Oh, you'll never catch me.
So, what's nice about buying a prisoner is that I actually went through the pile and picked him out so that I could get carpentry and architecture, because the other prisoners they have 2 of the different skills.
Yeah, they all
And
have
so
2.
that's why I chose to do that, was basically I got to pick what I wanted, and this is the guy I wanted. Isn't he cute? So I'm going to pay my 7 coins, which, oh boy.
Yeah, now you're down to 1
Now
point.
I'm really low on money, so I should
Yeah.
probably get started on this.
Well, you can't.
So-
You don't... Oh, yeah, I guess you
Yeah,
could
I
put
have
him up
1
there.
action left, so he's going to go up here. And I don't have to pay for that because I already paid in order to purchase him.
Exactly right. All right. I think I'm going to grab a master. That'll be this dude right here. And, hey, that looks like the prisoner you took, I swear.
See?
Yeah, it kind of looks like... It's like his brother. See? You...
Oh my goodness, brother, save me!
Brother. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 7 money and I'm going to educate him even further. So 5, 6, 7. And I think we're going to educate him in masonry. So let's grab that. Now I'm not going to be able to do that anymore for the rest of the game. That'll be just one time. I almost thought about putting it on him because then it's only going to cost 2 money to be able to put him out there. And I mean, he's kind of skilled, but why not just have a super skilled 1 dude, in my opinion? Does that make sense? Sure, why not? So I've got 1 action left that I can do, and I still can't complete that because I don't have what I need. I'm in so much trouble. Carmen has taken all the good stuff. He took all the good stuff. So I'm going to grab this little house right here, and I'm going to plop it down in front of me. And then we just need to replace that card.
Ooh, I want this one. I want that one.
You want the market?
Yes.
Now, one thing I didn't tell you guys as well is that the game will end once somebody completes 17 points worth of victory points on their buildings.
Okay, I'm in a bit of trouble here because I have to be able to put this guy up there, and he cost me 2 coins to put up there, and I only have 1 coin. Now, here's the thing. I can actually spend an action to get a coin, and then I thought, oh, look at this. There's a market over here that if I complete this market, I get 10 coins, and look at that. He completes it, but then again, I have to spend 2 coins in order to put him up there, so it's not going to work.
Work.
I will grab the market anyway, because I don't know. I mean, I'll end up getting at least 1 extra coin, right? Then I'm going to spend an action to get a coin,
There you
because
go.
I have
Oops,
to assign my guy.
Worker.
He's going to go up here.
He completes
I spend 2 coins to complete that. Now I've completed it. So I flip it over and I get 10 coins.
Yep. And then there's your coins.
And that is my entire turn.
And 0's victory points. That's
And 0 victory points for my entire turn.
And her worker will go back down into her pool.
And then he's available for what I need to do next, which is to assign him to this.
Assign. So I think I'm going to spend 2 coins. And I'm going to grab this level.
No.
Oh, like you wanted it or something. Then I'm going to spend an action to gain a coin. And then I'm going to spend them 2 coins again. And that's going to allow me to assign my apprentice up to here. And then he will take the level with him as a tool. And that will complete the house. And that will give me 10 coins and 0 victory points. But at least I got some... I got
money.
Something moving, I guess. Most important thing, yes, I got some money so that I can hopefully be able to do something on my next turn.
I have this good and faithful apprentice, and I want to send him to the university for his education.
Education.
So I'm going to look through here, and let's see, which one do I need? I think this is the right one.
I'm going to go to the School of Wood.
Yes, he's going to become a carpenter. And then he also has these. That's a pretty sweet deal. So that cost me 7 coins to educate him. That leaves me with 3 coins. So that's 1 action. I am going to assign him up here. And this is what is really sweet. It only cost me 2 coins to assign him, even though he's so educated. So there we go.
Smart.
I believe that completes that. No, it doesn't. He needs to take
that.
He needs to take this with him. He's going to take this mallet.
And does that complete it?
That completes it.
The urban house.
Yes, the urban house is completed. I get 10 coins.
10, so I'll get that for
and
you.
3 victory points.
Very good.
And all this goes back down here.
And then, are you done?
Let's see.
Was
I educated
1,
him. I put him up there. That was
2.
only 2 actions.
Yeah, you got 1 more
so,
action.
I should probably assign somebody to this. Why don't I just put him back up here with his mallet?
And spend 2 more again. Yep, you can do that.
2 more coins.
Nicely
Alrighty.
done. Okay, I want to spend 2 coins. And now I'm going to get a paintbrush. And so we'll put that right here. So I've got a level and a paintbrush. That way I'll keep them together. I'm going to spend a 2nd action, and I'm going to take the Palace of Ashur. Let's slide those 2 that way, and let's put our Palace of Ashur there. Next, I'm going to spend 5 money, and I am going to assign my master to start working on that. Now, he fulfills the brick already. He fulfills the carpentry. He is 2 short on engineering and 1 short on paint. I will just assign this tool, the level, with him. And now I'm just 1 short on engineering and 2 on paint. And that would be all 3 of my actions.
I said, oh no, because I have no way of completing this right now.
You said, oh no.
Because, I need a paintbrush.
Take your paintbrush.
That's right. I can't buy a paintbrush now because Tim already bought it.
I took your paintbrush.
Alright, I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to get that trading center.
It's a counter, trading counter, thank you.
Trading counter, whatever. Alright, so there's 1 action. 2 actions, I'm going to put my prisoner up there, and guess what? It's free! Thank you so much for working for free. And that gives me 6 money and 1 victory point.
Nicely done.
So that's 2 actions. He's going to go back down here.
You got 1 more
Thanks
action.
for being free labor for me. Sucker! Right? Let's see. Do I need to put him here? I don't know what to do because of this paintbrush dealio, so I think I'm just gonna grab this.
Somebody that does easy painting.
Easy painting. Alright.
It's an easy paint. I can't get my Easy Painter song out of my So I'm going to spend 1 action to get a coin, and then just leave it in there, because I'm going to spend all of what I have to assign my craftsman up here. and then he's going to take a paintbrush with him. The paintbrush. I'm just going to rub that in because he's an easy painter. Slap some paint on there for you. That completes everything. So I've got all the necessities to our requirements to complete this. That's going to give me 14 coins and 5 victory points. So let's flip that up there, and let's get our 14 coins. So it's 5, 6, 10. It'd be 11, 1, 2, and 3. And then all these come back down here. And now what I want to do is I'm going to take my carpenter or my craftsman again, and we're going to assign him to our saw. And once again, he'll take a paintbrush with him. And if you notice, that will once again complete the requirements for my saw. So what happens with this is that it doesn't go up here. It actually comes down here. And this becomes like a worker for me that I can assign to a job site. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that with these tools, like with these tools, only one worker or one tool per worker. Okay, so I couldn't like assign both the level and the paintbrush to the craftsman. I need to have 2 workers up there for that. But this, I just like put on the project, and it's like boom, it's totally there. So that would be my 3 actions, and I think I'm pretty content with that. I don't really want to do any more, other than the fact I do need to pay for that craftsman to go back to work again. So we put them 4 coins up there, and that would end my turn.
I'm really upset because to complete this, all I need is these 2 guys.
You want this, don't you?
And that.
You want this.
But because I don't have that, I have to assign another guy. It's just not fair at all. I mean, wait, I need these 2 guys and a paintbrush.
What are you willing to do for that paintbrush?
But because I don't have a paintbrush, I would have to take another action and 4 more coins. It's really just stupid. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to grab that, whatever that is down there at the end. I can't read that.
Shipyards?
Shipyards, thank you. I'm going to grab
this. Why
this.
do you always take the one all the way at the end?
Yay!
You do it every time.
I like the ones at the end. Okay, so I'm going to assign my prisoner and my craftsman, I guess. I don't know. I'm just really not happy about this at all.
I am.
So,
I really am.
Hold on. I can't assign both of them. I only have 2 actions left.
Yeah, well, you could spend 5 money to get another action.
I am not spending 5 money to get another action.
Whoa,
thank you very much.
Snapping at me.
Snappity snap snap. All right.
So that's 2 actions now.
That's 2 actions.
Yeah.
And I just realized that the shipyards require 2 painting. What the? I thought...
You know what you need to do?
I didn't see that.
Why don't you spend the money to get yourself a prisoner that does painting?
No.
Look at this guy. He only costs 7 money.
But then he's got stuff I don't need on there too.
Well, this guy does painting.
Wait, that guy is painting.
And then this guy does painting. Look.
Oh, I'm kind of getting excited about this now.
And we're not slaves. We're prisoners. we did bad crimes. We deserve this punishment.
Okay, well,
Put us to work.
I will think about this. Let's see. This is my 3rd action, so I would be...
Yeah, you'd be 7 money now.
This guy already has...
engineering. So maybe get this guy because he doesn't have engineering. He's got wood stuff. Oh, that guy's got wood stuff, too.
Yeah, see?
Well, this guy does brick and painting. Well, that was the first one I showed you.
Brick and painting. I don't need... He needs to go here. So,
okay, so you need this guy.
If I put him here...
Then you need this guy. See? Look. He does it all.
No, he does not.
What? Oh, he doesn't do that.
He doesn't do that.
Well, you really didn't think this out, did you?
No, I thought, for some reason, this only required these 2. Put this back. I don't want this. Put it back. Put it back.
You know what? I don't know.
I'm gonna take the camel thingy instead. It's easier.
You're driving me crazy.
And the camel thingy. Now I can assign another worker.
Yes, you can. You can put your craftsman, and that goes forward. So here. All right.
Yes.
Now you completed it.
Now I completed it. So I get 6 coins, which means
basically you only got 2
I earned 2 money on that.
Yeah.
And I get 1 victory point. Ta-da! Yeah. And then he goes back down here because he's done.
You're done too.
How many victory points do I have? Ooh.
You've got 3, 4, 5.
I only have 5?
And I've got 5 as well.
Dang! Yeah. That was a lot of work for only 5 victory points.
All right, so for my first action, I won't be quite as indecisive as what Carmen just was. We're going to take the shipyards and put them in front of us. That'll bring that one back out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign my craftsman, so that will cost me 4 coins. So we're going to put 4 coins into the bank. Bloop. Okay, but he is going to take his handy paintbrush with him.
No!
And that will complete the shipyards. So that's been 2 actions. That's going to give me 8 money back. So
Sweet.
2, 3, and then, oops, thank you, fiver. So I still have 1 action left to go. So here's what we're going to do this time. We're going to take our master, in the end you will call me master. And we're going to just place him up there, which is kind of overkill on this, but we're going to get her done. And you know what he's going to do? He's going to take his paintbrush! And that is also going to complete this architect's table. So that'll flip over, and that'll give me 3 engineering points.
Paintbrush.
You don't hate my paintbrush. My paintbrush is great.
I am trying to plan this out.
Greatest
because,
brush
you know,
ever.
Tim's constantly doing math in his head. So I'm gonna
Math is
grab this
hard.
armory.
But you know, you have no idea what's going on in my head.
Whatever.
I could be going meow 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 meow.
And at the same time, you automatically do math because that's how your brain works. Okay. Now I need to assign both of these workers, but I only have 2 actions left. And assigning 1 worker costs 1 action. Let's put this guy.
This guy.
He'll go up here. That's 4
4
coins.
coins. I got you. Go ahead.
Now, I have 1 action left, right?
Yes.
But if I assign him, it costs me 2 actions.
It would cost you 2 actions to do that, so you'd have to pay 5 money
I'd
to
have
do
to
that.
pay 5 money.
Plus the fact that
He costs 4 coins to assign.
Yeah.
I will do that.
So that would cost you a total of
9 money.
to be able to do that because
Yes.
she assigned a second worker to a building in the same turn, so it cost you an additional action for that. But if you pay 5 money, you can do that.
As you can see,
She
this
has finally
is finally
So
completed.
let's check this bad boy out.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
You do get 17
17
money.
monies.
5, 10, 15.
7
16,
victory points.
17 and 7 victory points.
Read 'em and
That's
weep.
sweet. So that puts you at 15. 7, 8, 9. No, 10, 11, 12. And then I've got 5.
I have 12.
Yeah, and then I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh,
So you're
man.
pulling
I'm not
ahead
going
of
to
me.
win. There's no way. Shoot.
You can't win! Okay, so first off, I'm going to grab the Tower of Babel. And this is going to be rather difficult to complete, but if completed, it could very well win me the game. We'll see. We'll see. That means the next one will come out. I'll place that down there, which actually that's an easy one for me to do. But I really want 6 victory points. That's cool. Now I'm going to spend 7 money. And I'm going to go, shoot, what was I thinking? I can't do that. Well, plan B. I'm not going to spend 7 money. That's okay. I'll still figure out how to do this. It just isn't going to work the way that I had hoped that originally it would. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to assign, let's put my master in time. You shall call me master. And that would cost me 5 money to do that. So he has fulfilled everything with the exception of 3 on engineering and 3 on paint. But he is going to take his, say it, Carmen,
Paintbrush.
and he'll place it right there. So I need 3 on engineering and 2 on paint, and then I will have that completed.
Man.
Oh, man. And then I do have 1 more action left that I could go. And I'm going to go a little crazy. And I'm going to take out a loan for 10 money. So if I don't pay back 15, then I'm going to take negative 2 victory points. So that will give me 10 coins, though. And I'm going to put those in front of me.
I don't know what to do at this point. I think I'm going to grab the port because I can complete it easily. I thought about grabbing this because it is possible for me to complete that. And I do need 3 more victory points. But I don't know. I'll grab this. That's 1 action. Now, I should probably grab the barracks because I can also complete that. So that's 2 actions. Ugh. I have 1 action left. Let's see.
Hey, look. The scaffold would be the next one to come out. Look, put the camera on it.
Yeah?
If you completed it, look what we'd give you. 3 on paint.
I hate you.
I hate you, scaffold. I hate you.
Okay, I can can I complete this right now? I believe I can.
You've used 2 actions.
I have
so
an
you got
action
one
left. So I'm going to put my craftsman, and he's going to take his mallet with him.
And that mallet's nice.
Let me put that up there.
That does complete that, huh?
And
so that
that's
costs you
4 coins.
So you just get 4 in return.
So I get 4. I get 8 total. You know, I
Yeah.
pay 4 and whatever.
Right.
We figured it out, right?
You
so that's
it.
2 victory
You're so
points. Now look at all this money I have. I'm wondering if I should try to do something else.
Yeah, you could try.
I mean, I could complete this. Let's see. I need 2 on 3 on the. What? I'm gonna put my apprentice up there, and he's gonna take the mallet with him, and that's gonna cost me 7 because it costs 2 to assign him, and we'll do.
So that's gonna cost you 5 to do the action,
and then 2
an
to assign him.
to do that. Okay.
All right. So that is.
And that gives you 12 in return. Well, that was worth it.
No. It's not done.
Oh, it's not done. I'm sorry.
Is it done?
I don't know. I thought you did this for.
No, it's not done.
You need a paintbrush.
I do not need a paintbrush. Shush.
So you still
Shushers. I have to put my craftsman up there, which would, if I did it right now, that would cost me how much?
5
10?
to put him, an extra 4, and then so 14 total, because you'd have to buy
2 actions.
You'd have to buy 2 actions and then pay for him.
So it'd cost me 14. I mean, I do have that.
You do technically have it.
Let's do it.
Oh wow, you go, girl.
Cha!
And does that finish it?
That finishes it. So that gives me 12 coins and 4 victory points.
I think that may have given you enough points to win the game. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 18. So technically that could end the game. So I've just got 1 turn left.
Yes.
So that gives you 12 money as well. That was actually a smart thing you did, to be honest.
That's what I thought you were going to do with all your money. So I was like, I better figure this out.
All right. Well,
all right.
So I guess I got 1 turn left.
1 turn.
Oh, man. She is kicking my butt. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this or not. We'll see. So there's 7 money. I need to buy this prisoner. Now, it would be great if I could just free him and just put him up there, and he could take that level, but you cannot assign a tool to a prisoner. So I'm going to have to spend an action to free him. So that's 2 actions now. Now for my 3rd action, I'm going to have to pay 4 money now to... I just can't seem to make this work any other way. So that's going to place him up there, but he is going to be able to take the level with him now. That completes the Tower of Babel. That does give me 15 coins and 6 victory points. So I don't know what I'm going to do. So that's 10.
You could have just put the craftsman up there.
No, the craftsman would not have had enough on paint, unfortunately.
No. I mean, instead of the level.
Why would I put the craftsman up there instead of...
Because it cost you 4 coins to free him to put the...
I need the paint, dear. I don't have enough on paint. He would only have 2 on paint. You understand?
No. You could have kept this prisoner a prisoner and not freed him and put the craftsman up there.
Okay. But ultimately, he's going to cost me a victory.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you. Okay, you got it.
I got it.
All right. Thank you. I'm glad you got it. So anyways, there. That does complete that. Now, here's the problem. I've got 6, 7, 8, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's great. Minus 2, so that puts me at 15. Carmen has 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 18.
Minus 1.
You didn't complete that one, so you'd have 19. So she's...
No, minus 1. I have 17.
Okay. Regardless, the point is that I know if I try to stop right at this moment, I lose. So do I try to pay back the loan? That would put me at 17 to your 17 as well, wouldn't it? But then it would probably come down to who has the most money, and she has the most money.
Can I free the prisoner at
So,
the end of the game?
Yes, you can. By paying 5 money, she could buy an action to be able to free the prisoner, I believe, which she does have enough for that. Now, the other thing I could look at is there a building I could get that I could complete with maybe just one of my workers? I mean, I've got this uber educated master that just hasn't really seemed to do diddly squat really for me.
The tools seem to be a lot more valuable than
No, the
education,
tools
to
have
be
really
honest.
been very, very valuable, to be honest. So I'm looking, I mean, there is this town hall over there, and I could grab that for one action, spend 5 coins to grab that. Then I could assign the master to that with that would cost me another 5 money plus another 5 because he cost 5, and I could complete that. That would give me 3 more victory points.
No, the master doesn't complete that.
Yes, he does if he takes the paintbrush with him. So,
He doesn't have any paint.
God, Carmen, the paintbrush, hun. The paintbrush. Oh! He needs 2 on paint.
He needs 2 on paint.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, yeah, well, that kind of went out the window, didn't it? What about my prisoner? Can't do it either. This only requires 1 paint, so I could do that one. That's only 2 victory points. I don't know. I mean, it's like, or I just pay the 15 money and pay off the loan. You know what I'm saying? It's like no matter what, I'm just kind of stuck. So I think what I'm going to end up having to do is...
Can you do one of these?
They all require 2 paint. I just don't think it could happen. Okay, I know I can't do the town hall.
All
right. I don't know about the forum. Let me see here. The archery range. I mean, I could do the archery range, but it needs to be valuable enough. You know what I'm saying? If it's not valuable enough, then there's no purpose in even starting it. So the forum, let's see. I could put...
Yeah, you don't have enough money.
I don't have enough to be able to get it all done.
You need too many actions.
I need too many actions, unfortunately. So I'm just going to pay 15 money. I'll pay off my stupid loan. So I'll put that back up there. And that would end the game. So now, Carmen, now that the game's 100% over, here's what we do. We both are going to count up our victory points that we have. Now, one thing Carmen can do, it says right here, let's take a lookie at the rule book. Each player can, if they haven't already done so, choose to free their prisoners and pay back their loans. Each unfreed prisoner will penalize them 1 victory point, and each unpaid loan will penalize them 2 victory points. Each player then adds the victory points from their finished buildings and machines, to which they add a 1/10 of a point per money still in their possession. The player with the highest final score is declared the winner.
How do I free my prisoner?
So you have to pay 5 money, and that would free your prisoner.
He's free. Oh, is he going
because-
to be happy because he's free? Let's see. Turn him over. He's free. No. It's the same expression. He's
I don't care.
grumpy.
Whatever. Look at my sore wrist, jerk. Now put a tool in my hand. Let's see what I do with it. So basically now what we do is I say 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's it. So I've got a total of 17.
I have 7, 10, 14, 16, 17, 18.
And plus I have 3/10 of a dollar, and Carmen has, it looks like 7/10 of a point.
7/10.
All right. Well, hey, great game. You barely got me, but she has beaten me every game so far. Hey, let's get into our thoughts of what we think of the builders. Well, there you have it. And we turn the camera on, and the camera loves Carmen, and Carmen stomps me in every game.
I'm the master builder. Bow to me.
You are getting a little big-headed here, pal.
I am the pharaoh of builders.
I haven't beat her yet at this game, and I don't understand what I'm doing wrong here. I will say this. The prisoners, which I was about to call them slaves again, the prisoners really paid off a lot more than I really thought that they would. I was shocked by that.
Even when we played our first game, I was like, it's only a penalty of 1 victory point.
Yeah.
And you get to put them up there for free. Just make sure you get one that you use over and over again, and they really pay off.
I really thought I was going to ride that paintbrush to victory.
I did too. Like, it was every time.
Yeah, I really like that paintbrush. It's my favorite. So, as you can see, it's a racing style game, you know. You could try to go tit-tat and try to build the little things fast, or you could try to do like what Carmen did, and I did finally there at the end, and try to maybe save up and build one of the bigger buildings and really impact and put the pressure on your opponent.
I didn't think about that. When I grabbed the Colossus of Rhodes, I just was thinking, oh, it's a lot of victory points. But then towards the end of the game, we had a lot built. I looked over there. I saw Tim had a lot of money. I started sweating a little bit, and I was like, I need to get this and another one built in one turn, and boom, end it.
Well, that's how and the good part was you had enough money to be able to do that.
Money to do that.
Yeah, and I think that's where it benefited you so much, is that you did have a big pile of cash. And just like Scrooge McDuck swimming through all that.
As you can see throughout the game, I think we already mentioned the prisoners are extremely helpful, and the tools are extremely...
Yeah.
I was kicking myself for not having a paintbrush because it cost an extra action and 4 more coins every time I didn't have that stupid paintbrush.
I was kicking myself that I didn't train my master in painting instead. I think I put him. I trained my master in carpentry.
If I would have,
no, it didn't help me at all, because then I built the simple tool that had the carpentry.
Yeah.
So that didn't help me in the slightest. But if I would have put my master in painting, I would have built so much more and so much quicker.
That's it. You want to make sure you're diversified.
Yeah, and you don't always
too much of the same thing.
Yeah, and you don't always see that immediately, but afterwards you're like, that would have been a good idea.
I thought for sure not having a paintbrush was going to bite me, though, and I wasn't ever going to win.
Yeah. So let's, now we played the Middle Ages, and both you and I liked the Middle Ages quite a bit. In fact, I mean, it's still in our collection, so that tells you that we liked the game. How would you compare that to Antiquity? What are your thoughts?
To be honest, I'm a big nerd, and I like Ancient Egypt better. And so the fact that you're building ancient Egyptian buildings, it just automatically draws me to the Antiquity game more.
So you like Sphinxes?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the idea of sending your workers to university, not only is it a brilliant idea, but during gameplay, like Tim said, it really adds a lot of strategy. You really have to think out, which one and where do you want to send them, because you can really mess that up and spend 7 coins for nothing, or you can really benefit.
Yeah, I feel like I wasted my money. That university did not benefit. I have a master's degree in Jack, okay? And I agree. I still like the builders. So here's my thinking on this. The builders is like very introductory. It's a very simple styled game that you can sit down, you can teach somebody how to play. Very straightforward. It does not have as many decisions as Antiquity.
Right.
Antiquity is a little heavier, still a little game, and it's not going to be, very taxing, but at the same time, I really felt like, as I was playing this version of the builders, that I had deeper, heavier decisions than what I did compared to the Middle Ages.
Compared to the Middle Ages, I would have to say the Builders Antiquity, it's a short game. It doesn't take a lot of time to play, and at times I'm a little dissatisfied because of that.
Because it's so fast.
Because it's so fast.
And you're like, I'm just
over.
Getting started. Yeah.
Exactly. But this game, I felt like taking advantage of my money to buy extra actions really made me feel satisfied with the game more so.
And I could agree with that. So I'd say if you're going to get one of them, and if you're an experienced gamer, you want to get Antiquity. If you're going to play with somebody very casually, I would get the Middle Ages. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. Either one of them is going to be a good buy, though. I think they're both very good games, very simple games. So there you have it. We both say thumbs up. And we think the game's pretty groovy. Now, we do have a...
I was going to make a pun about the thumbs and sphinxes, but I won't do that.
Don't make a pun about thumbs and sphinxes. That's not a good idea. And I have no idea where you're going with that. I'm a little freaked out. And I think we should end this right away. So, hey, we got lots of other videos out. Check those out. And we got a ton more coming down the pike. So, as usual, guys, we appreciate you watching. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.